Gratitude for cleansing and purifying any impurities, no negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree. Ashe. Gratitude. Gratitude for cleansing and purifying any impurities, no negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree. Ashe. Hey y'all, how's it going? Thank you for the heart, me. Hey, Miss Blacklisted. You guys, some shit is about to go down, okay? Some things is about to go down. You may be picking up certain things on your in your dream state, okay? Shh. If you want to get a personal reading here on live, it is 2222. The link is in the bio. You can send it to my Cash App. It is pinned right here. But some shit is about to go down, you guys, okay? Definitely for sure. Okay, so within the next 3 months, okay? I was about to say few months, but 3 months just came up. So within the next 3 months, you're going to start seeing certain things. No, I don't do any yes or no's. It's pretty much just general, whatever comes out, the urgent messages that you're needing to know. Most times sometimes when it is, something that's already on your mind, that's usually what comes out. But, so next 3 months, there should be some things that's going on that is about to go down. You could already kind of been getting some sort of information about this through a dream state, or you kind of feel like this heightened energy of feeling like something's about to kind of shift and change. This could be the wheels turning for you in a good manner, and then for those that have been coming up against you, the wheels will be turning for them in a more, I guess, more bad manners was, really what it is. So let's see what's going on. What's going on with this Tower? A lot of people are about to have to pay some sort of karma. Yeah. Some of you also, there's something that's literally about to change for you that is about to be, like I said, if you've been calling your power back, or you've been kind of cutting certain energy off, this is why you're about to start reaping your rewards, is because there was people that was holding on to your energy, and so it was creating some sort of blockage for you to receive your riches, or receive your money, or receive whatever it is that you are owed to. So this is why, certain things is about to be changing within the next 3 months. Yeah. And some of you are also going to be, the Hierophant with the Two of Cups energy. So some of you are going to be coming into union with your person. Okay. There could have been some blockages that was slowing down this union here, but see, Divine has stepped in front of it. Okay. So Divine fell out first, and then the Two of Cups energy, because Divine is protecting this union. So your union is protected. So this is another reason why certain things didn't come together for your union, at a certain period of time that you may have wanted it to come together. This could be a soulmate, twin flame energy. Okay. But, this didn't necessarily come together at the time that you wanted, because 5, 6, 7. So 7, this is a spiritual union. So, a lot of things had to be, revealed. A lot of things had to, be, broken down, and a lot of, things just had to bypass before this union came together here. Especially with this breaking down to a 7. Spiritual, Somebody's in their feelings. Somebody's definitely in their feelings, but also you will be in your emotions. Okay, so this is something that's probably been very emotional. It's kind of felt like a very emotional roller coaster, especially for dealing with a twin flame energy. Okay, with this victory, 6 of Wands. So some of you have definitely felt as if this has been very emotional. Dealing with this union situation, or this twin flame, this divine counterpart. But what this is also teaching you is a certain level of reflection. So it's also teaching you to kind of go within also as well here. Okay. And it's one of those things that is teaching you to balance out your emotions and your feelings. Hey, Susan. But it's teaching you to balance out your feelings and your emotions, to be more stable, and seeing it from a higher level. Okay, not just seeing it from an emotional level, an emotional standpoint of feeling like this union is not going to come together because you keep hearing about it, but more so seeing it as at a higher level here, with this Hierophant energy also. So you're seeing it from a higher perspective because, this is a union that is not necessarily like your other unions that you've had. Okay. So this is something that is different. So this is something that is going to definitely shift the dynamic in regards to the way you view being in relationship. Okay. So this is something to where it may has triggered some abandonment wounds, to where you've had to work on certain abandonment wounds, as feeling abandoned when this person is not able to come in at the time that you want them to come in. This could be triggering certain communication styles also within you, or that person. But what this is doing is it's doing a lot of triggering so that you can work on some things that that needs to be worked on, so you don't have to take this into the union, to where you're going to sabotage it. Okay, so some of you could have already kind of been self-sabotaging this union, from the get-go. Okay, so someone could be feeling as if they're not good enough to be in this relationship. Some of you can be feeling like as if it's not necessarily equal give and take, or that person's not ready, or you're not ready, or or it's kind of one of those things to where you're leaning more into codependency. Thank you for liking the live, I appreciate it. Or you could be leaning more into like some sort of codependency of this relationship because you don't necessarily want to be alone, or you've been single for too long, or you're ready to just be in the relationship because you keep hearing about it. So it's just one of those things to where Spirit is definitely kind of slowing the process so that you can see things from a higher level with this love situation. Okay, what else here? Yeah. You've been on guard also. It's been on guard, been on defense mode, okay, with this whole situation. So this is another thing that you had to kind of go within in regards to this love situation or this love life, is because you have to learn to trust. Okay, so you have to learn to trust divine timing. Thank you, Native. Hey, how's it going? You had to definitely learn how to trust. All right. You had to learn how to stand your ground, learn how to create certain boundaries also as well here, because there may be someone in this energy, whether it's you or it's your person, that may not have had strong boundaries. Okay. So you had to create some sort of boundaries also as well here. You could have, the person, or you or your person could have, weaker boundaries surrounding other people, whether that is family, friends, ex-lovers, baby mama, baby daddy, that may kind of surface in and out of your relationship, as far as you, and it's or your person. And this is something to where it needed to be kinked out to where there is some sort of boundaries, because if you come together with your person and there is outside energies that may interfere, that was interfering in the first place, that foundation has to be solid between you and that person. Okay. And in order for that to be, that has to be solid so that does not shake, the foundation or the union itself. And then it's like, your insecurities that pop up, or your trust issues that pop up can mess up a relationship, because you're more so worried about the outside people than actually trusting that person, because your mind is starting to bring you back to the triggers, the things that your ex did or someone did right before you. So this is why it's taking some time, because you got to actually go through the process of healing certain versions or certain parts of you to a certain extent. It doesn't mean that you're just going to come straight into the relationship. Say, for instance, you got, insecurities, or you got trust issues. It doesn't necessarily say that you're going to be completely perfect or completely healed from those things when you end up, getting in this relationship. No, what it's saying is you're going to have a certain level of understanding, a certain level of accountability before you get into this, so that it doesn't actually, self-sabotage this relationship. Okay. Hey y'all, let's get me to 50k likes tonight. Tap 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 the screen. Let's get to 50k likes as the goal. Yeah, chariot energy. Okay, so definitely some forward movement. Cancer energy could be significant, doesn't necessarily have to be. Seven of Cups energy also. This could be, this is multiple things that is going to be coming into fruition here. Past life situation or love life is significant also as well here, but definitely going to be celebrating. Definitely got options. Okay, definitely got a lot of things that you may be manifesting with this new start here. Okay. So a lot of things have been on the mind surrounding. So it's one of those things where it's like you could be manifesting more than one thing, not just a partner, but manifesting, stability, financials. You can be manifesting, a new home, a new car, just whatever it is that you kind of got manifesting here. But you're going to be celebrating at some point in time. Like I said, there's that 3 months that is very significant, that keeps coming up here. Okay. Thank you, Susan and Abby, that is liking the live. Yeah, something that you don't necessarily see coming in regards to this union, with the Two of Wands energy, okay, and the moon. So like I said, with this defense mode, you kind of on the defense, but you don't see this coming. This union coming in. 222 is significant. Is your confirmation number. You've been seeing 222 a lot. Thank you to those that are liking the live. I appreciate it. Yeah. King of Swords energy. So this is definitely some sort of, standing in some sort of power, okay, and structure, very much, intellect, very moves in a certain level of intellect, okay, and very authoritative, is who this person may be. Yeah. Because this is something to where this person had to take these swords out of their back, okay. So there could have been a lot of betrayal, a lot of backstabbing here, that was going on with the particular masculine. You could be the masculine, or this could be your masculine that is going through this, okay. But they have been going through a lot of endings, a lot of painful situations to where they have been having to stand up for themselves, okay. And this could also be another reason why it's taking some time, because this person may not want to come in with some sort of baggage with this Three of Pentacles energy of the things that they've been having to deal with behind the scenes. So like I said, you could be the masculine, or this could be your masculine that is going through this at this time, okay. So, but what I'm picking up on is literally, going from this ten of swords energy. I feel like this is just something to where, all after all the backstabs, it's like now, this defense is up. Now this force is up, because it's like I feel like this person didn't necessarily have this fence up. Okay, they didn't necessarily have certain boundaries in place. Didn't necessarily see certain things in a way that they needed to see. So didn't necessarily see certain things that they were needing to see. Okay, but now they are putting up some sort of boundaries. Okay, to where now they are more structured, getting more aligned into being putting those boundaries up. Okay, also as well here, this could have been someone who was dealing with multiple people. Okay, that literally wasn't in their best nature. Okay, literally wasn't in their best nature. Thank you for the rose, I appreciate it. Let's see what's going on here. Let's tap into the energy. Let's see what the tea is. Tap the screen. Like the live for me, please. Get some interaction and some energy flowing, so they don't end up banning my live, because they've been reporting my live. So some interaction in here. Hey Eddie, how's it going? I'm feeling some energy that I just don't want in here. So get out of here. Anyone sending any evil eye, monitoring spirits, I banish right now as I speak, Ashe. Get them out of here, spirit. Get them out of here. Get them out of my life. 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 Cleanse and purify the energy, Ashe. Yes, ma'am, I do. Link is in the bio. You can either do a Zoom, a phone call, or I can email, or I can send you a text. There's a couple of different options that you can do so. Thank you to those that are liking the live and sharing the live. I appreciate it. And welcome new followers. Thank you for following me. All right, let's see what this tea is. What's this tea? What is this energy that has been blocking? Or what is this energy? Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, there are some people, yeah, someone caught a case, okay? And then also we have boss daddy energy, okay? So like I said, this fell exactly onto this seven of wands, as well as this, and what came from this seven of wands was the moon and the two of wands. So, you know, like I said, this boss daddy is someone who you don't necessarily see coming, okay? They're coming, all right? It's just you don't necessarily see them coming because they're going to come in, you know, when they're supposed to come. But you know, somebody was giving some sort of money. Someone may have realized that somebody was very much, this could not necessarily be some like a physical disease. This could be also something to where, because I'm picking up on this energy to where somebody was a disease towards somebody. Like it's like someone was infectious to like very much like a cancer to somebody. So it's like someone was very much like in that bugaboo energy, or that it's just something to where I don't really know how to explain it. It's like a bugaboo energy. So it's like they were like an infectious disease. They was like infecting this person, but maybe not on an actual physical level. So like they were infecting this person spiritually. Okay. Especially with this bankrupt energy. And then I seen that giving money. Yeah. And played out. Exactly. So very much kind of that energy of someone who was just a continuous cancer in somebody's life. Okay. But like I said, whatever these tower moments is, you know, while you're going to be coming up with your money, while you're going to be, you know, reaching some sort of success here, these other people are going to be reaching this bankrupt, past due bills. You know, like I said, that wheel is turning. So it's like the things that have been kind of stagnant for you and been, you know, you've been waiting for your manifestations to come in. This is because this energy has been holding on to your energy. So it's been slowing up your manifestations. So therefore it's going to literally, this change is happening. Like I said, there's a lot of shit that's going to be happening within the next 3 months. So while you are going through your level up, people are going to be going down. Okay. Literally. Yeah, definitely the haters. Definitely whoever was involved in this energy. Yeah, Carlos. So it's like I said, while you're going to be gaining certain things, they're going to be losing certain things. So, you know, someone could be losing a car, you know, because someone could have been wishing for you to not have some sort of, you know, car or wheels, or just wishing for you to have, you know, none of the material things that you have worked hard for. And so this is something to where they're going to start losing shit because they were wishing certain things on you. Okay. Yeah, fishing for comments, okay? So these people are very much nosy. Like I said, they're in your business, and this is why certain things are just kind of slow, you know, and stagnant, is because, you know, these people, it's like, you know, sending evil eye is another form of spell work. It's another form of magic, especially if there's a number of groups of people that is sending you evil eye. So it's like, it's one of those things to where, you know, people are stalking, trying to figure out what's going on. They're looking in the comment section. So some people you could be posting pictures, or you could be posting certain things. And these people are looking in the comment sections, trying to see if they can figure out if somebody's commented on your stuff. Like if someone who is being a frequent commenter. So this is how they're trying to measure up who your new person is. So it's like they could be trying to find out if somebody's in your comments, you know, talking about, you know, hard eyes or something. So it's like they're trying to figure out who's the person. So it's like, and whole time this person's not even showing their hand anyways. So they're fishing for comments that aren't even there. Okay. What else? Yeah, cyberbully. This person could be talking shit online also as well here. Okay. So they got a lot to say online, but you know, they play in your face and act as if, yeah, they're played out. Again, played out. So they play in your face. They may be talking shit online, posting little subliminal messages. Okay. Like I said, social media stalking you very much. All right, with this fishing for comments also. All right. So they got a lot to say online, but it's like when they messaging you or talking to you, they ain't got nothing to say because they want to be in your skin pretty much. Like it's like they want to be in your skin, but they want to talk shit behind the scenes. Like it makes no sense here. It makes no sense. Yeah, always partying, okay? This could be someone who's a drunk, all right? This could be someone who's always out. When you may have dealt with this person, this could have been someone who was always out in the middle of the night, kind of never wanted to be, responsible is what I'm picking up on. So this could be someone who literally spends their money on just things that don't matter. They spend a lot of money on partying. They may be someone who would spend a lot of money out when they go out, like as far as like buying up the bar. Okay, because I'm picking up on somebody who does like gambling also. So someone maybe gambles or they take your money. So it's like they may ask you for money because giving money came out also again. So this may be someone who would use your money or they would gamble and use that money to be like a what's it called? It's one of those things to where they need attention. So it's like they could have acted like they're this boss daddy. So it's like one of those things to where they try to act like they're a boss daddy with money, but whole time that was all the money that they had. So it's like they would flex at the bar or they would flex at some sort of place. They would flex there as if they have money, buying other people's shots and everything, buying other people drinks. And then they would literally come back home with no money. Like it makes no sense. Yeah, impersonator. I can't make it up on the bottom of the deck. They're trying to impersonate this energy of being a boss daddy, but they're not. They're actually broke. They don't have money like that. Either they're getting money from you or they're getting money from doing gambling, and then they use that gambling money and they go literally and because we also have the jackpot and bankrupt also. This is that energy of also like I said, they win this money through gambling and then they're bankrupt because they don't know how to spend their money correctly. So this is someone who has some sort of gambling addiction also as well here. Light bill is what I'm hearing. So somebody's lights got cut off, all right? And they feeling very much rejected. So this could be someone who's asking you, wants you back, okay? You may provide some sort of stability for this person. So this person could literally be trying to ask you for money, or they may tell you, oh, my lights got cut off. Can you assist me? Or, blah, blah, blah. You just going to let me sit in the dark, okay? Like I'm hearing these little things here, like literally coming up. So someone's light bill is literally got cut off. So they're going to be asking you, okay? Hell no. So this person may try to start some sort of fight, okay? Because you may have usually have helped them, get on their feet multiple times. And it's one of those things to where you reject them. Now it's going to be a problem because, you never rejected them before. You always cared. They may try to play that role also as well, to where they're like, oh, what happened to the caring version of you? What happened to, I miss when you used to be this type of way. What happened? And, you're just cold and mean now. And that means you don't truly love me. They try to use those manipulation tactics. Like, that's what they try to use. So what they try to do is make you feel guilty so that they can actually come up off of your energy because you don't want to give your energy up. Yeah, they're a waste of time. They're a waste of time. They're stuck. They're never going to change. They're stuck in their patterns and their ways. They're not going to change. They're not going to change. You're too busy rising, whether you're a male or a feminine. You're too busy on the rise. So it's like they want to pull you down with them, or to where they mooch off of your energy so that they can come up with you also as well. Thank you for the rose. Yeah, you've been spending, exactly. You're too busy winning because you're spending too much time reflecting. You're spending all your time on focusing on yourself, focusing on the things that you got going on. You're too busy winning. Thank you for the roses, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you for getting close to my goal. But yeah, you're too busy winning. You're too busy, reflecting on things that you got going on. Yeah, they want to marry for money. Like I said, they need money. Okay, they need some sort of money. They need money and they want to get it from you. Okay, this could be a feminine that is trying to marry for money, or this could also be a masculine, like I said, that is in some sort of feminine energy, that is needing money or trying to marry for money. This is someone, I'm hearing someone who likes to be on the couch. So this is someone who doesn't necessarily like to, they're not in their masculine energy. They play as if, when it comes to the outside, when it comes to displaying themselves of the outer world and people on the outside, the community, social media, they act like this person. They act like they're the boss. They act like they're the ones that is making the moves, that like they're the ones that got the money, and everything like that. But then behind the scenes, there's someone who is literally bankrupt. And they're literally someone who loves to be on the couch is what I'm picking up on. So this is someone who wants a woman to take care of them. So it's like they're a slop is what I'm hearing. So they also don't like to clean up after themselves. Yeah, very egotistical. Very egotistical. So it's like there's someone who feels like a woman is their servant, to where it's like their woman has to do everything that they want them to do, while they sit on the couch and don't do anything and pretend as if they have the money, pretend as if they're the man. So they could have certain issues surrounding being a man also as well here. This could be someone who is very much narcissistic. They got a narcissistic personality. So they may kind of feel as if they need to raise their voice to get some sort of point across, or they may kind of use like little slurs, talk about your body, try to body shame you, or talk about certain things about you so that they can feel better about themselves, because really truly you're too busy winning. So it's like the more they continue to see you reflecting and healing and things just kind of going up for you, they try to bring you down by the things that they say. So they try to make it seem, they try to play off of your insecurities. They may say certain things about the secrets or certain things that you've told them, that has affected you in the past. So they may try to circle that back and use your trauma against you. It's an energy to where someone's very narcissistic. Like they're very much not, they will project their insecurities onto you. This is the same for a feminine as well. If you're a masculine, so it's like certain feminine women will project their insecurities onto you to make you feel as if that you're not desirable, or as if you're never going to change, or as if you're never going to find a woman that is actually going to love you, the way they supposedly love you. But really that love is toxic. They're toxic women. Okay, so if their love is toxic, but they're making it seem like you're never going to find a woman that's going to accept you for who you are, or for you to change and be this person, this boss daddy energy, or in this energy of changing. Okay, so they try to make it seem like just because you wasn't changing with them, or you wasn't a certain way with them, that you'll never be a certain way with somebody else. So you could be a man that is literally trying to come up out of this energy of being a player, or kind of, you had cheating ways, or you just didn't necessarily want to commit so much. And so it's like, it's one of those things to where you've been reflecting and changing, okay, to where you want to stand in this actual boss daddy energy, to where you actually want to be that committed, husband and faithful man. And, you have these karmics and these exes and these sneaky link girls, that are telling you that you can't, or they're mad because they don't want you to go and be in a relationship and be in a committed situation with somebody else because it's not me type of shit. Okay, so it's like they're very much mad, that you want to decide to be too busy winning. Okay, they're very much mad that you want to be in some sort of union, in some sort of relationship, and that this is something that you're manifesting. Literally, this is something that is going to be what you want to celebrate with, because it may be something to where, like I said, this King of Swords energy, he's been closing out all these cycles with all these people, okay? And it's been a betrayal after betrayal, backstab after backstab, and after a while, that just gets tiring with certain people. Some people love the drama, some people don't want to. Yeah, karmic friends and karmic people on the bottom of the deck. Can't make it up. Can't fully trust them. Tension, they're karmic. They don't necessarily, they're not truly for you. Exactly. So like I said, this is something that whoever is finding this out, about these people that are not truly there for them. And once they've been finding out, like I said, they're standing in this energy of cutting it off. They're standing in this energy of trusting their intuition, and letting these things go, because they know that it's not necessarily worth it to be around this drama. So someone could be very much tired of the drama, like they're just tired of it. They don't want to deal with it. Someone's, tired of people blowing up their phone, causing some sort of issue. I'm picking up on people also that is driving by this masculine tone. So very much, drama energy, while this person's trying to literally just focus on their money, focus on, their healing work, okay, and being too busy, to even focus on this drama. But like I said, drama keeps knocking at their door, because these people are very much feeling rejected. Okay, let's see here. What else? What else with this energy? Yeah. He is literally at his breaking point. You are at your breaking point also. You're at your breaking point. He is at the breaking point. Literally a different perspective at this time. Okay. 11.1K. Thank you for those that are tapping the live. Like I said, the live goal is 50K. So help me get to my 50K likes here, please. And thank you. But literally, breaking point, different perspective, seeing things better off, knowing that you're better off without this drama. Searching for this sort of happiness. Okay, literally done. Overwhelmed with all this energy, just tired of it. Like I said, very much just over it. So 10-10 is significant. You can be seeing 10-10 a lot, and also 12-12. Also, you can be seeing your birthday a lot. So you can be seeing your birthday a lot. And what this means with your birthday is this is your time of evolvement. So this is pretty much saying to lean more into your energy when you keep seeing your birthday. Okay. So that's meaning to return back to yourself. Yeah. With this open heart energy. Okay, so definitely open up your heart at this time, being more receptive and being more vulnerable. Okay, so it's like all these backstabs could have made you feel like you needed to close off your energy, but since you are healing, because this fell right onto reflection. Okay, but since you are healing, that means you can open your heart again. Okay, because it's like, just because you closed out certain cycles with people and those people didn't treat you right, doesn't mean that the people that you are starting to open your heart to is going to treat you the same way. Because if you are in a healing energy, you're going to start attracting people that are healing. Okay. When you're not in that healing energy, when you're not healing yourself, you're not going to attract too many people that are healed. You're just not. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, these people feel abandoned. This fell over here with the rejected. These people literally feel abandoned and left out. Okay, but see, these people was wearing too many masks, and then shallow. Everything was shallow. There was no type of depth to this. This was an empty situation. It kept leaving someone empty, to where they just was like, I can't figure out what it is that, is not necessarily aligning. What's not matching? Why don't I feel fulfilled in this relationship or these friendships, or, whatever the case may be, because it didn't have no depth to it. It was shallow. It was very much on the surface level. It very much wasn't something that was a deep connection. There was no deep connection there. Okay, so this could have been just kind of based off of sex also as well. That could be another reason why this person or you didn't want to commit to these people, because there was nothing there that really kind of kept the glue together. You know, it's one of those things to where when you find someone who is very much compatible with you, it's like nothing can tear you guys apart. It's that foundation is very much strong. But it's like this person or you didn't feel like this with these other people, because there was no foundation at all. It was never built there. Okay, so they're definitely feeling rejected and abandoned. They feel some type of way. They may want to start some sort of drama. Okay, but at the end of the day, this is spirit done stepped in the middle of this, so there's no need to really kind of entertain this energy for real. Yeah, there's no need to entertain it running away. There's no need for you to sit there and entertain the energy, because they're going to get karma or they're going to literally get blocked. So there's no need. They're going to literally get karma or they're going to get blocked. What did I say? Karma. Okay. So there, like I said, there's just no need to deal with the energy. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. All right, let's see. Let me get some significant confirmations. Oh, goodness. Spirits tell me to grab another deck real quick. Hold on. If you want a personal reading off of live, the link is in the bio. What's today? Tuesday. I will be taking down the 11/11 special for the new moon message. You can get that sent to you, 3-card pull. It'll be sent to your phone directly. So I'll be taking that special down today. So if you want to take advantage of that 11/11 special on my page, you just want to check out the pinned information on my page, and it is also linked in my bio. Okay. All right, let's see here. What's going on? What's this karmic energy? What do you need to let us know, Spirit? Yeah, I don't want you to get blessings. Exactly. Like I said, these people don't want you to literally move on. They don't want you to get your manifestations, so they're blocking them. Hold on, because Spirit's saying to grab another deck. Spirit clarifying something today. Okay. Yeah, wrong way. They want you to go the wrong way. They literally want you to go the wrong way. But you have... I can't make this shit up. They literally want you to go the wrong way so that you do not go on your divine path. Okay? What's behind this? Confusion spell. They literally want you to be confused about which way to go. So you got this lightful energy, this divine path that you're being led to, that you're feeling like you need to go towards, and they're over here blocking it with the confusion spell. So if you could feel like your mind is kind of foggy, like you keep replaying things over and over in your head to where it's like you don't really know exactly which way to go, it's because they're causing magic. They're doing magic. They're doing magic. Because they don't want to be left out, because they're rejected, because they're abandoned. So they don't want you to get blessings. Literally. They don't want you to get blessings. Yeah, they need to be banished. Okay, so this is something to where you need to let these people go, banish them from your energy, call your power back. Not feed into the energy at all. Like I said, with this running energy, like I said, there's no need to feed into it. So it's like if they, with ghosting, disappearing, invisible, that's literally how you have to treat this energy, is to, because they may be doing some sort of mirror magic and voodoo. So if someone's doing some sort of voodoo spells, they may have went to somebody to get this done, okay? But mirror magic here, they're trying to, reflect certain things or project their energy onto you so that you feel less valuable, so that you feel as if you're not necessarily going the right way. So that's why they keep you in your head to where, or they're doing magic to where they keep you confused on what direction you're supposed to go. So you could kind of feel like you're wanting, where to go, but then it's like you feel like you keep feeling a blockage, like you keep feeling stopped, like it's something that you keep running from. And it's because they're doing magic, because they don't want you to get blessings, literally. So these people, you have to starve this energy, because when they get inside your energy, they're tampering with your energy. They're tampering with your mind. They're tampering. So it's like you have to starve that energy to where you literally don't give them any attention at all. Not responding to text messages, not responding to phone calls, okay? Not responding to social media attacks or anything like that. Not responding to or protecting yourself if they try to come around your home, just not feeding into that arguments or anything like that, because there's no point, because they're literally just trying to get your energy. They're just trying to get your energy, just a piece of it, just so that they can literally tamper inside your mind. Okay. You can be seeing these people pop up often in your dreams also as well here. And also not even given the time of the day to talk about these people, because also when you're talking about them, it's you're picking up on their energy. So don't even really spend too much time talking about them. So you could have went to somebody else and was like telling somebody else about the things that this person was doing, and you're pretty much keeping their energy alive. So just don't keep their energy alive at all, like literally. And then also, if you have pictures of this person in your phone, delete those pictures also as well, because you just need to clear their energy. That's why that banishment came out. You just got to clear all that energy up, doing your part. Okay. So it's one of those things to where spirit divine is going to literally help, clear that energy out, but you have to do your part also into clearing out the energy. You got to let the universe know that you don't want these people in your energy. Unless you want them in your energy and you're just going to continue to not get your blessings are going to continue to be slowed. Okay? Your manifestations aren't going to come into fruition because you're giving your energy out. All right, so somebody may believe that you have a pretty face, all right? Someone may be very attracted to you. What else? This could be also why they may feel some type of way, okay? Is because you're very attractive. So they may, because it also fell over here with this waste of time energy. So, someone could, see you as very attractive and they may feel some type of way, all right? So they may know that you are going to attract certain people. So, they feel some type of way that you're attractive, all right? And this could be someone who may have an absent father, all right? So their father wasn't in their life. So they may have father wound, abandonment wound issues. So they may, and that could be also another reason why they're trying to latch on, is because usually if you have absent father situations, a lot of women can, kind of latch on to men, especially because they kind of see them as a father per se. So it's like, a protector, a provider, someone who is, established and takes care of them. So this is someone who needs taken care of. I'm a drunk. Okay. Like I said, there was somebody that was a drunk here that drinks a lot. So someone's a drunk, someone drinks a lot. All right. I'm hearing Casamigos. Okay, so if someone may drink Casamigos a lot, this is be someone who has an absent father that didn't have their dad in their life, or their dad was in their life and they was in and out. And this could be something to where they're used to that energy. So it's like it's kind of one of those things to where they accept anything. Okay, they kind of accept any type of man, just as long as he has some sort of stability, and provides some sort of money. Okay, what else? This could also be a masculine that had an absent father also that is a drunk, okay? This could be something to where this masculine didn't necessarily learn, how to kind of be a man. So this man struggles with being a man, okay? They struggle with how to show up as a man. So like I said, so they was either brought up by just their mom or someone who they seen as taking care of them. Okay, that's why I said there was a man that literally just sits on the couch all day or just wants to be taken care of, and that's because he wasn't taught to be a man. He had an absent father. Okay, this person can have brown eyes. All right. Yeah, I love your body. And see, this keeps coming over here. So it's like this is that past, this person that's in the past. Like I said, they're very much hooked to your face and they're hooked to your body. So it's like this is something to where they see just only the physical appearance. They're just attracted to just the physicalities of you, and that's why they don't necessarily treat you with respect. Okay, because they don't necessarily treat you off of what's internally, what you provide internally. Like I said, there's something that is just, it seems like it's missing with this relationship that is very shallow, and it's because they're very much surface level. They see the outside and that's it. Okay, what else? Thank you for 18K likes, y'all. My goal is 50K likes, so tap it up. I appreciate those that are tapping the screen. So someone loves nature, all right? So this can be a significant confirmation of someone who likes to get out in nature, all right? So this can be part of someone who you may be connecting with. What else? This could be you also, that you may like nature, like getting out in nature. Yeah, 111. Didn't we see that earlier? Okay, so yeah, 111 is your significant confirmation. Okay, to trust your intuition, and also this is what you're seeing often is 111. Yeah, trust issues. Okay, so this is that past energy of having some sort of trust issues. Okay, this could be you, or this could be the past people that have trust issues also as well. That could be another reason why that relationship didn't work, is because there was a lot of trust issues here. Okay, and then the trust issues wasn't necessarily being worked through either. Okay, so it's like it's just one of those things to where it's just like, people can be like, oh, I got trust issues. And it's like, okay, so it's like, what are you going to do about it? Like, what are you going to do in regards to trusting somebody? How can we make this work? How can we coexist with you trusting more? Like, what can I do for you to help, your trust issues, instead of you just wanting to just kind of, project those insecurities onto me. So, that's, like I said, that's another reason why this current union hasn't necessarily fully came together also, because there's a need of reflection also. What else? Yeah, Met Gala by the Migos. Okay, so that song may be significant. That's that energy of like, because it fell right onto Boss Daddy. So this is someone who got some money, okay, or who's going to be having some money, or they're just very much a provider, a protector. Yeah, I love to dress up. Okay, this is a Boss Daddy. This is a boss. Whether this is this man, okay, that's on this live, or this is a man that I'm talking about, that is very much a boss. Okay, he's meant to be in a boss energy, like he's a leader. So that's why he also had to let go of certain things, okay, because it wasn't serving him, because you had a lot of leeches that was around you. It's like you have leeches and not necessarily a people that help uplift you and move in the energy of protecting your riches and wanting to add to your riches also. Okay, just a lot of people that wanted to mooch off of your energy. Yeah, what did I say? I said there was a gambler. I'm a gambler. I knew there was somebody who's a gambler in this energy. I said that. I literally said that. Okay, there's a plus size man also. Okay, I'm hearing 2x large. Yeah, because like I said, there's someone who literally sits on the couch. And this fell over here in this old energy, this past energy, and this gambler energy. So this could be literally a man that is a gambler. All he likes to do is sit around and eat. Okay, so this is somebody who's very much just stuck in their ways. What else? Yeah, I love to dress up. I want to buy you gifts and sugar daddy. I said this is a boss daddy. This is literally a boss daddy here, okay? He wants to buy you gifts, and he also he loves to dress up, okay? So this could be a man that wants to take you out. They like to take you out. You're going to have frequent date nights with this person, okay? Because they like to, to get dressed in. Also, their love language is buying you gifts. So they definitely want to support you. Like I said, this man got some money, and he definitely is someone who loves to provide. Okay. Period. Never had one of those. Okay. Definitely manifesting one of them. What else? Just a couple more here. Someone does drugs, okay? Someone snorts coke, all right? Someone does drugs, and they're also dreaming about you as well, okay? But whoever this person is, they do some sort of nose play, all right? Let's get some significant confirmations here. Significant confirmations for the collective at this time. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. All right. So this is that sugar daddy. This is that person, okay, that man, all right, that likes to buy you gifts or wants to buy you gifts, okay? They may be thinking about some sort of commitment. All right, so this can be a commitment first before it leads to marriage, but this person sees marriage with you. So this is something that they may be thinking about, solidifying something with you, okay? What else? Drink more water, all right? Drink more water. Stay hydrated. Procrastination is your current enemy. All right. So you can be procrastinating on certain things that you know that you need to get done. And, you're kind of wondering, what's slowing things up. It's your procrastination. Okay. That's your current enemy. Get off your ass. Exactly. So it's like you're procrastinating. You're not necessarily doing the things that you know you need to do. Okay, and Spirit is saying to get up off your ass and stop procrastinating because you're your own enemy, all right, at this time. Putting the blame game, all right. Clueless, no common sense. Someone's dealing with somebody who didn't have any type of common sense, okay? They were very much clueless. They didn't necessarily, trust their intuition. Okay, they couldn't hold certain conversations, intellectual conversations that you would have. Okay, it just not there. Yeah, divine feminine. All right, this could be a divine feminine. You was dealing with a man that just was clueless, didn't have any common sense. All right, or this is a masculine who was dealing with a lot of clueless women, and now you're attracting your divine feminine. Now you know and you understand the difference between a karmic woman and a divine feminine. Okay. So you're knowing that you rather have a divine feminine because this divine feminine is going to help you cultivate more when it comes to your vision and your goals and the things that you want to have in the future for your legacy, instead of dealing with someone who just wants to leech off of it, who just wants to, continue to use you for the things that you have. Okay. And then they get mad when you have there's issues when you have like more of a down slope or a spiral in regards to your finances, to where now they don't want to be around you, or hold on, I got a puzzle to do. But pretty much this person could only make it about money is what I'm saying. All right. What else? Someone could drive a Jeep, okay? Sneaky. All right. This person that drives a Jeep is sneaky. Yeah, Dora the Explorer. This person is Dora the Explorer. They're very much sneaky, okay? They always snooping and trying to figure out what you got going on. So they're being very much nosy, okay? Like I said, fishing for comments. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that is doing this, or you could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all right? What else? Capricorn also may be involved in this energy, or you could be the Capricorn. Dreams. Your dreams is very significant. Pay attention to your dreams at this time. The person you may be in relation with is causing money blockages, karmic energy, okay? So you may want to pay attention to the people that you are around. This could be a relationship, or this could be sneaky link, or whoever it may possibly be. They are blocking your money, okay? Sometimes when you're tied to certain people and your money's funny, a lot of times, you know, it depends on the energy. You just got to kind of pay attention to it, but it's a possibility that they're just a karmic and they're not meant to be with you, so that your money will keep on, you know, fluctuating. Your money won't be going up. Like, it's like you have problems with your money. And cars. So you may have like car issues. Divine masculine, okay? This can be a divine masculine that's dealing with karmic feminines, karmic females, you know, pointless relationships, and you're wondering why your money's not necessarily stable. It's because you are dealing with people that you're not supposed to be dealing with anymore. Yeah, a child you think is yours is not. Do a DNA test, okay? That's been coming out a lot for the divine masculine, all right? So, you know, whoever this is that you may be dealing with that you think is your child, and you may have kind of had like a sense of it's not your child, you need to get a DNA test, all right? That's been coming out a lot. No justice, no peace, drama starter. That flew all the way over here. So yeah, someone starts just drama. They don't want you to have any type of peace in your life. This could be another reason why they're trying to pin a child onto you, okay? Clearly this person is also clueless and has no common sense here, okay? They don't want you to get any type of blessings here. Exactly. Plays the guilty role. Exactly. They play the victim role. They play as if they're guilty, or they play as if they're the victim, but they're not the victim. You may be the victim here, like literally. Okay, so they play as if they are the victim and they're not. Okay, so this could be someone who, you know, can fake cry on cue. All right, this is someone who is very much an actor. They should probably try out for acting because they know how to act. All right. But this is somebody who, you know, you could have a serious conversation with this person about their actions or about the things that you may be kind of, you know, concerned about. And this could be someone, because also, like I said, this has an absent father. So it's like, you know, or someone may have an absent father. So they'll play this guilty role or this victim role to where it's just like, oh, I'm just so innocent. And like I said, this clueless energy. So it's like they may kind of act like they're clueless also. You know, it's just like, oh, I'm just so innocent. I just don't know certain things because I just didn't have certain parents or certain things when I grew up. So, you know, blah, blah. It's just excuses. Excuses after excuses after excuses. It's annoying. That's what it's giving. Okay, Ladybuzz is significant. All right, trust in divine timing at this time. All right, you can be having periods of your finances, but like I said, there's some sort of fortune, some sort of luck here. whoever you were dealing with is broke, okay? Broke bestie, all right? And that's why you need to balance some things out with this 666. You need to let this person go, okay? Root chakra, very much pulling on your root chakra energy. This can be a masculine, since you guys manifest more so with your root energy. So this could be a masculine that you need to balance your root chakra. That is your stability. That is fears. So you may have kind of like some fears that is showing up also as well here, okay? Smoke cleanse, okay, also as well here. Texas is significant. You make me nervous, all right? And also someone is snooping in your phone, okay? This could be that sneaky person, all right, that is snooping in your phone. And they may be snooping in your phone and you don't know about it, okay? So this person can be keeping things quiet about the things that they see. You know, because people be doing that too, all right? Because sometimes people will be quiet about snooping in your phone, because once they say something about what they seen in your phone, now you know that they was going through your phone. And it's like, it could be something to where you guys value each other's privacy, or you just don't like people going through your phone. So they can be sneaking in your phone, seeing what you got going on in your phone and not telling you, and you know, doing things behind the scenes, okay? So, you know, when people go through your phone, it's one of those things to where they don't want to tell you that they found something in your phone or say something about your phone, because they don't want to not have access to your phone anymore, okay? Oh, shoot. Let them snoop. All right, that's it for the collective. If you want to get a personal reading, link is in the bio. If you do want to get a personal right now here on live, I will allow a couple to get some or get one. It is 22:22 while I'm on live. Let me know right now if you want to get one before I get off of here. Oh, I'm sore. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. If you're wanting to get a personal reading here on live, let me know right now before I get off of here. It is 22:22. It is half off when I'm on live. I know she got access to my phone. I've never been one to go through somebody's phone. Like, there's been a couple of times where I've thought about it, you know, like, it's like I've got an incline to want to do so, but I just never been one to do it. Now, I will say maybe in with my future babe, I'm not going to say that I necessarily am going to go through the phone, but it's like, it would create some sort of like ease and trust if I was able to have, you know, that person's, we can have each other's, what's it called? Passcode. Thank you. Thank you for saying thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like my next person, I definitely, or my person, I would probably want us to share each other's passcode, but I'm not necessarily a go through someone's phone. If you go through their phone, they be ready to slide down the wall. Literally. I'm not, like, there was times where I didn't even really have much to, like, anything to hide, but it's just like, it's kind of just really kind of one of those things to where it's just, I don't know, privacy, you know, but I don't know. I just don't think someone should be against it. Like, if you're against it, then it's like, then you kind of got a little bit of something to hide a little bit. But it's just one of those things. If you gotta continuously try to check your person's phone, you don't truly trust them. You know, that's just what it is. Like, I should be able to hold your phone and not feel like you're kind of waiting for me to give you the phone back. Like, there should be no countdown, you know, or anything like that. Like, because now it's starting to feel like you're kind of nervous of what I'm going to see. Okay. But, yeah, I'm not really one to go through someone's phone. I'm just like, my spiritual gifts is going to tell me before anything. So they're going to, my gifts are going to, that's the only reason why I had an incline or to want to go through someone's phone, because I knew some shit was going down. I just didn't have the proof, or I had the proof like for myself, but not to show the person. So it's like, but now it's just one of those things to where it's like, if somebody think they're going to, you know, be dealing with somebody else behind the scenes and cheating or whatever the case may be, even text messages, because spirit will show me text messages in a dream also. So it's just one of those things. It's one of those things. You can't keep that shit away from nobody who's spiritual. It's just no way. That's why they be saying it's hard to date when you're spiritual, because you got to have a certain understanding. Like, if you're dealing with a high priestess, you know, someone who's very tapped in, like, they're going to see shit. Like, their spirit team is going to bring it. Their ancestors is going to bring it, you know? So it's best to just not be sneaky. It's best to be truthful and honest. And that's when it's an actual true, you know, relationship anyways, because if someone got to continue to be sneaky, you know, and that's your person, there's no need for you to be with that person, because there should be no, you shouldn't even be thinking about marriage with that person if you got to be sneaky. There's just no need. Like, that's not the type of relationship I want. I don't want no relationship to where we got to be sneaky with each other, because there's just no point. Like I said, high priestess energy. You dealing with a high priestess. You dealing with someone who literally is tapped in to the spiritual realm. You're going to continue to cause endings for yourself, because it's karma. You get automatic karma. So it's kind of pointless. It's pointless to be sneaky. Been saying it. It's pointless. So, but yeah. And then on top of that, that just causes issues anyways. Like, don't nobody want their nervous system to be dysregulated, you know, over here overthinking, over here thinking about, you know, who they texting, who this, who that. Like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that at all. I'm not dealing with that shit. I'll tell you, I will leave in a heartbeat. I will leave in a heartbeat, okay? Already been there and done that, okay? Been there, done that. It's not happening. That's why we gotta learn from our mistakes and learn from the lessons, because I done stayed way too long with somebody who was shiesty as fuck, okay? And I knew it, but I just didn't want to leave, or I just felt like I had some codependency issues, you know? Like, I did. So I just didn't want to leave the situation. I also felt as if that I wasn't going to find somebody, because I was in a small town. So I was like, oh, I'm never going to find anybody, you know, or everybody got a baby mama, or everybody fucking everybody, and blah, 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 blah. But it's just like, when you live in that scarcity mindset and feel as if you're not going to necessarily find someone, and you rather stay with someone who ain't shit, and then going to be alone by yourself, and then you know you kind of got a problem, okay? Hey, Steve. But yeah, you know, then you know you kind of got a problem that you got to kind of sort out. But yeah, you won't catch me in no relationship like that ever again, whatsoever. Okay. I refuse to be unhappy. Like, it's been 2.5 years, going on 3 years of being single, and this is the longest I've been single, and I protect my peace. I'd rather be by myself than to deal with somebody who's going to be on some bullshit. I ain't got time for that shit. You ain't about to stress me out. The fuck? Not about to stress me out. not about to piss me off. Wouldn't have it any other way, okay? Literally. Literally. You ain't about to make me mad. It feels good. And then there's times where I do get tired of being single, to be honest, too. There's times where I get tired of being single. But it is what it is. Like, I'd rather be single than to mess with some weak-ass motherfuckers. Thank you. But yeah, I'd rather be single than to mess with somebody who is going to be stressing me out. But I do be getting tired of being single sometimes, though. I'll be like, God damn. Like, when is my person coming in? Shit. Trying to take a trip to Pound Town. Alright, you feel me? 1 year celibate and now settling feels dangerous. Exactly. It do feel dangerous. I be scared. I be like, ooh, y'all kind of scary out here. I don't know. But there be some days where I be wanting to knock all this shit over. Like, literally. You want to knock all this shit over. Be mad. Because, yeah, be ready to kind of date and everything, but then be scared to date. But, I don't know. I just can't wait to love on someone who appreciates me. So, and I can't wait to be loved on myself. But it'll happen in due time. Don't settle. Yours will come. Thank you. I appreciate it. Same with yours. And I won't. I'm going to knock that dust off. I know, right? That's what I be thinking. But I feel like 2.5 years is not that bad. Going on 3 years, it really is not that bad. It's actually went by really fast. But there's people that have been celibate for like 10 years, 9 years. And like they be like, I've been celibate for 12 years. And I'm just like, yeah, you might as well go ahead and go fuck something. For real, to be honest. Because you ain't about to catch me going 12 years celibate and I ain't going to go fuck nothing. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Because, baby, ain't no fucking way. You might as well go ahead and let somebody come in. Like, seriously, 12 years, baby, that is just insanity. Are you a nun? All right? That's what I'm trying to wonder. It definitely does. It definitely does help do the work that I'm doing, for sure. It definitely helps clear up the energy. It helps clear your mind. So, you know, there was times like in the first year I was complaining a little bit, and, you know, sometimes I still can, but I will definitely always, you know, reiterate that it is good for everyone to do, you know, everyone to take some time, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a year. It may not be your path, but, you know, to clear up and do some sort of celibacy, even when you're in a relationship, you know, like, you know, having some time of fasting so that you aren't necessarily, so that you can clean up that energy, for sure, and clear up your mind, and not just being so tied to that root energy, your sacral energy, your lower chakras. So celibacy is definitely part of the journey. But 12 years, that's crazy. That's crazy. But that just may be part of their journey, you know? But that's crazy. Whew. Most of the time, those people just don't be getting out anyways. They don't even be going to go experience nothing at all. So most of the time, those people be cooped up in the house. But pretty much impressive. I feel like, and then I be seeing people that be saying they got they toys and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same, not even a little bit. It's just not the same. That makes it worse. Sometimes it do. Like, sometimes it definitely do make it worse. Sometimes I do, for real. That's why sometimes I also won't drink sometimes. Like, I'm not a drinker anyways, but it's like sometimes I want to kind of go out and just go have me a little drink. Like, I do every once in a while. But it's like, I'd be mad because I just be like, I ain't got shit to come home to. So it's just like, it's kind of pointless to fucking drink, because once you get a little bit of drinking in, it's just kind of like, now you starting to feel that energy. And it's just like, I'm gonna pass on drinking. And then you kind of make me mad too, because I'm just like, damn, what else can I do when I step out? But besides go get something to eat and stuff like that. But sometimes I just be wanting just like a little margarita. Then you get that feeling. When you get that feeling, I want a sexual healing. Sexual. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off of here and go back to sleep. Okay. But thanks for the follows. Thanks for the likes. I'm going to head out of here since no one has booked a personal. Link is in the bio if you want to book a personal off of live and privacy also. Thank you. Nice to meet you too. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.